advice, that scares me. Because I think some people, adults too, they panic, Dr. Lowe. They want to go on TikTok, Dr. TikTok, or Dr. Facebook. I really avoid Facebook except Mondays I gotta go on. And I have to, sometimes Sundays after the games, because we can learn.
But a lot of people seek and destroy. They bring chaos into your life, but they'll say they're your friend. They say they're your confidant. Your
chaos, and I and non-personality issues. They live in chaos, and they don't want to have a solution. And then it's like we have to make them think that they thought of that. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
We have to make them think that it was their idea.
Yes.
And that they. That's what I've come to learn, because I this is a chat, and I said, guys, it's just been, I'm dealing with people that are very difficult. God, my clients aren't even difficult. I have great clients. I love my schools. I love the people I work with. They're great. And if there was a problem, I know we could all figure it out together. Do you know what I mean? And I don't feel like that's what's going on. And it hasn't been going on.
Exactly.
And it's hard to accept. It is very hard to accept. When people don't want that, or have discipline, they're not compassionate, they just dismissive. I don't like people that are dismissive. Sorry if you don't like it. I think talk it over. If you can't talk it over at that moment, people just go to their own beat right now. But acceptance and persistence. Persistence is another thing too, being persistent in situations. And I guess knowing when not to be persistent in a situation. I guess it depends on who we're dealing with.
Exactly. And that's what we have to keep in mind. What mindset are you dealing with? That was the first thing you came out, Lisa. With mindset.
Yeah.
When you're dealing
mindset.
with people, what is their mindset? And they will present their mindset to you. The old saying about people, when they show themselves, believe what you see. We're all subject to change.
Say that.
And they present themselves, and they present chaos to you. In other words, what we call chaos is drama. People talk about, oh, that's drama feels sick. Well, that's what it is. They're gonna be like, because see, they are agents of destruction. They are an agent of destruction. And they're going to bring as much craziness, much drama into the situation. Really, I think sometimes just to see how you respond, Lisa. I think they're testing you.
That's what's going on with me right now, because I'll tell you, several times I said, Lisa, you're dealing, act like this is a client. Although I don't take personality disorders as clients, but I don't know how people do it. Because they might be married to one. It's not like you're dating someone or and you can walk away from that.
Exactly.
It's very difficult. This is a challenge for me. And even some of my guys are like, you should write about this, overcoming, because I work with them on that.
Exactly.
Overcoming adversity. These guys go through, all sorts of things. And it is about mindset, and they're disciplined in a certain way. So imagine you're playing football, right?
Yep.
And it stops.
Yeah.
It just stops.
Yep.
And then routine and that a mindset of discipline. And I was talking about it with several people today. the emotion behind it, or people are like, why aren't you playing anymore? That's the worst question to ask
Yes.
someone.
Yep.
Like, it makes, self-control guys, or you see someone out to dinner, like self-control, don't
Yep.
walk up to
Oh,
people.
yes.
And people are bold, even going up to people's car windows, Dr.
Yeah,
Oh, I see it
yeah.
all the time here. Self-control.
Yes, sir. A lot of us. Self-control.
They're angry, it comes from COVID, I think, with the government right now. They're angry about that. I try not to watch the news but I have people that are very distraught. So keep in mind, like, don't talk about certain things to people, and self-control, self-discipline, be mindful. You don't know who lost their job right now. We don't know who lost their insurance. I lost mine, unfortunately. But I said, one step at a time, something good will come out of it. That's the way I'm looking at it right now. But everybody's going through something. So be aware.
Exactly.
Be aware of yourself and be aware of the other person. We really don't know
Exactly.
what's going on with people. And some people just internalize, and it comes out and boom. But yeah, that's one thing we do notice. I think you as well, like this anger, especially down here. I said, geez, you all came here from New York. You can afford everything. We can't. You're building these billion-dollar houses, and what are you unhappy about? We have beautiful beaches. There's a restaurant, like in my mind, but maybe they thought coming down here was going to be like New York, and it's not. This is Florida. It should have palm trees, and the beach is so peaceful or my beach.
Yeah.
And even if I am like having I still make myself, I still go 6-8 miles, whatever it is. Discipline, guys.
Exactly.
Try to tune people out that are being negative, and they're not committed to being a good friend.
Exactly.
Committed to being a good significant other. That's also a problem right now too. People feel really unsupported.
Yep.
A lot of people tell me they stay home. They don't want to be around anybody. I think we're all kind of. That are not disciplined and that are not in good control.
There you go. There you go. Everything has a spin-off, and that spin-off sometimes can be detrimental. But you do not want to be around people who lack self-discipline. And that's basically what really the topic we was going to make sure I said, well, just add, well, people are struggling with self-discipline. So if you're struggling with self-discipline, that means you lack self-discipline, self-management. And I like to try to keep that in because we're in a time now when we're trying to flip words and make words feel comfortable. And one of the things in the school districts throughout, I can say where I am up here, is that they're taking the word discipline out of that, really out of the sense of plan. They said management. You have to be able to manage a class. You have to be able to manage students that cannot fall in line like they're supposed to. You are a leader if you can't manage. So it's amazing how we as educators focus more on things that fits education, and we strayed away from business thought process. You said business. When you talk about business, you got managers and you got supervisors. We have some of those things in our levels of leadership. But the truth of the matter, we have to understand there's an importance that goes along with you being self-disciplined. See, when
so you're telling me you got to use the word management. I can't use the word inclusion in certain places. I had to make a separate flyer that says movement and motion. because you can't use the word yoga, but you know what? I'm following the I'm not happy about it, but I'm following it.
Hey, it's amazing. I know you probably ask yourself, who's coming up with these things? Who's coming up where we want to flip every word?
Yeah, who is yoga is, if you look at like when I watch like athletes in general stretch, those do all yoga poses.
Yep,
most of them.
Exactly.
And that takes, and I was talking about that today, breath to movement, self-control, control your breath, control the movement. I have them focusing, when I teach kids lately, it's more balance. I want them to learn, you can, you don't have to go so high up. You don't have to, but tree pose, for example, I had them doing that. I had them using straps to stretch. And I'm like, when you lift your leg up, breathe, so breathe in, and then when you lower, breathe out. Control your breath. Self-control. That's very, very important. And I wish I had as a kid. And I think almost every hand in the room went up when I said who gets anxious or nervous or before tests. And it's teaching kids, you're right, it's very important. You're an educator. It's important to teach that mindset before they go in for a test. Or one kid said to me when I asked them, what are some stressors? Surprise quizzes. When you get a surprise quiz, everything falls apart. When we get a surprise in general, what's our reaction to it?
We're excited.
Because, in that moment, it might be like, what? Where's the control? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What do you know to go to as a strength? How am I gonna, control? Is controlling myself a strength, or is it a weakness that I need to work on?
Exactly. And that's one of the things, just like you say, you take surprise. The word surprise, if I give you a surprise quiz, you're going to be shocked. But if I give you a surprise gift, you're going to be excited. There's a difference there when I get that quiz, what? We didn't know we had no quiz today. But when I come with that surprise gift, which might be flowers, might be some things that it's a surprise to you, you're going to it puts a smile on your face. I just haven't known too many times, except students who stay ahead of the class, when a surprise quiz comes, they smile. They're like, wow, yeah, we got this because we were sort of expecting this in a way. So as we talk about, see, that's part of your self-discipline too, your self-management of yourself. So it's important that we understand that when we are self-disciplined, self-management, we put aside our unwanted emotions. Example, again, surprise gift, surprise quiz. Two different emotions, two different feelings.
Very different emotions.
So I'm just saying, you have to think about when you say self-discipline and self-management, exactly what position you want to be in. So it's important that you understand that you get an understanding of self-discipline and self-management in your life. So you have to be able to know that self-management, self-discipline empowers you. It empowers you to control your actions. That's what self-management and self-discipline does for you when you have it. When you don't have it, then you might just go ballistic. Because you see.
Here's what I'm going to jump in, Dr. Lowe, my alcohol, drugs, food.
Yep.
Video games, social media. I mean, that's the social media. Video games make me the violent.
Yep.
And people lack that control. I'm sorry, the thought hit me. I didn't want to miss this one. It's important.
Oh, good.
But with control, do you have to check Facebook all day? You have to check. I don't know how people manage TikTok. You do for work. You're good with that stuff. I don't have time And then people are telling me they're getting off because they're realizing, yeah, I'm missing certain things, or I'm missing, you know, different things going on in the world. But then I say to people, you're really not missing. You go on YouTube and watch the news or whatever it is. But these are things that people do not have control over. And I thought they were making it. They might have been diagnosed this in the DSM about video game addiction and social media addiction.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know how you go on. I was reading somebody went on 1,000 times a day. Who has? I'm not judging, no judgment, but that is not good to be like this. And scrolling, they say, is bad for your eyesight all day like that.
And that's what we're dealing with a lot of time, that people are so caught up in things like these addictions. Sometimes we always think it's just only alcohol and only drugs. But you can be addicted to a video game. You know, gambling too. Gambling would be addiction as well. But you can be addicted to that video game that you have to play the video. It's amazing. Let me share this with you. I was my cell phone. I just upgraded my cell phone, and in the process of upgrading my cell phone, you know, when you get a new phone, it seems like everybody want to send you a whole lot of notification. So they were just popping all over my phone. Boom. And every time they pop one, they would say, you can clean this up. So I was hitting clean button. I installed this. I installed that one. So the bottom line is I want to get to that when I went out to, it's a place said, break it, I fix it. And I took my phone out there, and there was a guy in front of me, and he had a video player with him. You know, either, I think, what is 5? What is 5? Xbox 5? I don't be knowing all of it. And he was having a problem with it. And the young man, I was taking my phone to get all those notifications off and all those things I had installed. And he was said, the gentleman said, well, it's going to take about 2 weeks to really get it clean and get where it needs to be. He said, impossible. Can you do it in 24 hours? He was so addicted. He said, it's a game I got to play. So some people are addicted to that game and to that Xbox. And each one of those types of gaming, some people game for money. People don't realize that. So when they game for money, then when they give you take that away from it, like he lost it completely. He was no longer self-disciplined. He was kind of angry. It's very possible you can get this done in a few days because I need to have it. And the gentleman says, no way, I can get it done. So he finally said, well, I guess I have to wait. So I guess in his mind, he had to get his mind, I got to find another means. He might go out and buy another Xbox because he just want to be able to play that game. So it's so amazing how people get addicted to gaming. You may not be addicted to gaming, but you got to always keep in mind self-discipline, self-management. It helps with your unwanted conflict emotions. We do have emotions that create conflict for us, and they're unwanted. Also, help us to get rid of bad habits. We all have some kind of bad habit. We help to avoid procrastination. This is the one that a lot of us fall into. We want to sit and wait to the last minute to do it. And like you said, a lot of our young students who are now in college now, when they went through the pandemic, a lot of them was they're in college now, they're 19 or 20. So you take 5 years, they was 14 years old. So they sort of kind of is stuck on that. All we was doing was sitting at home on our video games, doing, even though they have a couple years to work themselves out of it, but they still have some challenges. And I always tell them, I said, one thing in my class I want you to understand is I can deal with you being lazy, but I can't deal with you being procrastinating. Some people look at me, huh? See, if you're lazy, you just ain't gonna do it. No way. You're gonna do it on your time. But you procrastinate, you can do it, but you choose not to do it until the last minute, which we know in college, a lot of us did cramming. on the day of on the night
First semester.
yeah, but it's about, so we know about that, so we procrastinate to that point. But I'm just saying, I always tell them, you understand the difference there now. If you're just lazy, I can work with you. But when you procrastinate, it's hard because you're always gonna wait till the last minute. And just like anything else, we control our time and our effort. We need time to do this. And you can't do it in a show. Self-discipline, self-management. That's what our focus is. That's what our focus is. Lisa, we're getting ready to wrap it up in about 5 minutes.
This temptation.
Yes, yeah.
Resist negative temptations or things that can possibly create some type of angst for you.
Yep.
When you're, I was looking up a few things when we were talking, but make sure you have goals. They might not get achieved when you want them to, but set goals. Put a plan in place. I tell people, don't set a goal for Monday, Tuesday, like I'm going to go to the gym Monday. No, set it for the week. I mean, I got used to working out at home, but I'm back at the gym like 3 days a week now. Set those goals. Discipline yourself. Like, I'm very disciplined about working out. Like, I will not miss working out or a walk. I think it's very important. And then, how do you execute? How do you execute the plans that you put in place?
Yes,
Your goals, short-term, long-term. How do you execute that plan and put it in place? And I think a lot of people need guidance, where people like you and I, mentoring, guiding. Because I tell people, I don't have to do therapy with you. We could talk about what's next.
Yep. Exactly.
What's next in your life? Because I think a lot of people don't know what's next in their life.
Exactly.
And I work with people that don't know what's next in their life, and it's very, very heartbreaking. Trying to break things down and trying to give people ideas on things to do. But I say set your short term and your long term, and then how are we going to execute this plan?
Exactly.
How do we put this in place?
Yeah.
Very important.
Very important. Very important.
Food, I guess, stay away. Maybe don't go in public. I mean, I've seen more of that kind of stuff lately, and it's unbelievable.
Well,
and maybe people aren't self-aware because they see red, and then maybe it's after a lot of times we see at that moment. Maybe walking away is better, guys. Try to find solutions to things, and if you can't, who to reach you got people, we can help with that type of stuff. How do I maintain self-discipline? How do I establish self-discipline?
Yep.
How do I be consistent? How do I have self-control? This side of your brain controls that. This is your self-control, your impulse control.
Exactly.
I have to study the brain. So self-control, judgment. And when this side of the head isn't focused or functioning, or something isn't, but that's where it's all held on the left side. So something to think about, something's going on, and make note of it too. Journal it, write it down. This is what happened. What could I have done differently? What do I need to set an intention? I'm all about intentions too. Set your intentions.
And that's the key to it right there. Having, again, you go back to when it says self-discipline is about having a long-term goal. And a couple times you have said where people need to be able to look beyond what's happening now. And I always said that's more in line with the windshield life understanding. See, when you drive a car, you can either be a rear view mirror watcher, or you can be a windshield life journeyman. That, in essence, I know it's something up over that hill, But the ideal is I'm looking toward the future. Rear view, see, I'm looking back in the past. And I'm focused on the past. And then when I get angry because I'm triggered because things didn't go the way. So now my emotion comes into play. I start feeling a certain way. And when I feel a certain way, then what I do? I lash out at you. I go after you. The ideal is keep the long-term or pursue your long-term goals, even in the challenges of the day. Even in the challenge of the day. This is WDSW Radio, the #1 internet station, and it have the host with hosts, Lisa L. Levine, and myself as the co-host and producer, Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith. It's been exciting to talk on Tell the Truth Prime Time. We just talked about life challenges, and we focus on self-discipline and self-management. I hope something was shared with you, allows you to think about where am I in life in regards to self-discipline and self-management. Do I have some kind of control or some kind of understanding of discipline and my self-management? Ask yourself that, because you need to be able to put your hand on it, or put your thought process, wrap your mind around it, so you can be as successful as you want to be. Lisa, as we get out of here, you can share your closing remarks with it, and then I'll wrap it up.
Be well. Self-care, everybody. Self-care, self-care. I keep preaching that right now. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Make sure you have the right group of people around you. And make sure you avoid, if you can. Holidays are coming. Triggering for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Drinking and saying things we don't mean, and not even drinking, and just, that kind of feeds into this whole control. It concerns me. So for my big 5/5 birthday, everyone.
Oh, that's right. Christmas.
I'll try to find some peace. I got a big birthday.
Yeah, Christmas coming up.
I keep saying I just want to come see you, Dr. Lowe.
Yep. Go,
and give my mom my phone for the day.
There you go. 5/5. There you go.
Big plan. No, we will do a show in person together. That's one of my goals, guys, that I have set. But if we can just find a way, because something we have a family friend passed, and when I got the news, something that our friend's daughter said to me, guys, also that hit me. She said, hug and kiss and talk to the people that you love that are around you.
Yep.
Because you'll never be able to take that back. So whatever you might be going through, and when she said that, it really hit me. Because, I was thinking, she's right. Hug and kiss people, reach out, check on people. Try to find positive ways. If you see someone in distress, maybe try to help them redirect it if you don't see them in control or being able to control themselves. Help them find solutions, but we only got one shot according to Evan. We only got one. It's only one opportunity, so make the best out of it that you can. But take care of this, your mind.
There you go, mindset.
Very important. Have a healthy mind. Bad mindset.
Mind. See, awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa, for just sharing some awesome knowledge and some ways that we can address self-discipline and self-management. Some people say, well, I said they are in some eyes the same. Because if you can be self-disciplined about yourself, that means you can self-manage yourself. And we all have that capability to be able to do it. I truly want you all to think about what kind of things we talked about tonight. But just think about self-discipline, how you're going to deal with it, what exactly is, how you need to prioritize, where you want to get so you can situation of success. Just put your mind to it. Focus on it. Don't let people that step into your life that bring chaos. There are some agents of chaos that come in your life. The only come in to seek and destroy. Do not allow yourself to fall. Be disciplined. Focus on your own behavior.
Even that, yeah. Don't do it, guys. Just
Focus on-
walk away.
Just focus on what makes it best for you. You, as Lisa said, when people show themselves, believe what you see. Then you know what you need to do. Not only walk, run as fast as you can. Flight, they call flight. Get on out of there, move on, because if you stay, they're going to seek and they're going to destroy you. So we want to make sure that we share something, hopefully going to uplift you to be the best version of yourself. That's our ultimate goal, through being interactive, being able to share things, and also things being typed in and shared. We really appreciate each and every one of them. You have individuals I see that actually give their name and let us know they're on their streaming, and I appreciate you doing that. Brown Sugar, thank you so much for joining us on Facebook, and many others that are listed there. We also have quite a few, so have a blessed rest of the night. This is WVSW Radio, the #1 internet station. Tell the Truth Prime Time, the host with the most, Lisa Epps Levine, and I am the co-host and producer, Dr. Russell D. Smith. I want to let each and every one of y'all know I love you all. You know, I really do. It ain't nothing you can really do about it. And it comes from my heart, and it comes truly from my heart. It's an action that I'm willing to give. So as we close out, I want you to be safe. I want you to be careful. And check us out tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow, and it's going to be right at about 5:30 tomorrow. We're going to make it do what it do. We have our Love Cafe.
39
Yeah, 5:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to come on.
Okay. So that'll be 6:30 your time. So we're going to make sure be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, and we really enjoy and appreciate each and every one of you all.
Yeah.
So make it happen the best way you can. And as we ready to get out of here, and I'm sorry I didn't because I had on the big screen. I see Eddie Mack was joining us, but we'll catch you next time, Eddie. We will. But what we want to share with
I
you,
love it.
we want to share with you that we love you, and ain't a thing you can do about it. And our theme for this radio station is hard work and dedication on our 8th year anniversary. God has been so good. He's blessing us in so many ways. So we're going to keep doing what we're doing. It's all about hard work and dedication. We'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye.
Dedication. You know, you stronger than you know. Believe in yourself. Push through challenges. And your reward on the other side is well worth it. It's raining, it's pouring. My hoods are overflowing. It's only 2 ways you can go. And the top is where I'm going. Hard work and dedication. Hard work and dedication. Grind never on vacation. From the trials and tribulations. It's raining, it's pouring. My hoods are overflowing. It's only 2 ways you can go. And the top is where I'm going. Hard work and dedication. Grind never on vacation. Y'all try to tribulations. On this battlefield, strategy is always needed. A level here consistent thinking for gold to get computed. You can't feel good about that. If you hate to say you cheated, real people face follows when look get deleted. I'm working on my career, ain't got no time.